Okay, guys, so I am back. I'm back out in my backyard, and oh, look at that. You can see my usual filming place right down there. Okay. Anyway, so I want to come on here and talk about the differences between heaven and new earth. You see, I think a lot of people think they are the same thing, and they absolutely are not. Heaven and paradise aren't the same things, and heaven and new earth are not the same things. Okay. Heaven is a reward of sorts. It is a place that you go to depending on how you lived your life here. And it is a place centered around a false version of perfection and worship of one deity that you've never met. You see what I'm saying? That's what heaven's all about. But New Earth is about you. Okay? It's not about this God being or anything like that. It's not about, anything other than you and what you've wanted to do and you expanding yourself, if that makes any sense. You see what I mean? And finally getting to flesh out all the little things that you've wanted to do and be creative and finally come into your own being, just being a full person. So, because when you're here, you have to be a fraction of who you are, if that makes sense. You see, you have to have a mask of over your true self, and if you wear a mask for so long, you know how they say, he wore the mask until it fit. You see, you squash down your true self. So New Earth is about getting more into yourself and letting that fully expand and grow out. Whereas heaven is about worship and things of that nature. Another big difference between heaven and New Earth is New Earth is not a thing you got through earning it or anything like that. Okay, this is your birthright. New Earth is the realization that you are going home. Okay, you're not going to some strange, weird place or somewhere you shouldn't be. Actually, let's go on down here. Going back to my usual sitting place. Yeah. I'll start talking again when I get down there. Let me get my thoughts together. Meanwhile, yeah. So, anyway, now that I'm here, New Earth. Okay. New Earth is, it's sort of like I said, it's going back home, okay? It's all about going back home and remembrance, okay? About coming into who you fully are, who you always were, and who you still are, okay? You see what I'm saying? So, another thing is, heaven is completely a place where you are stripped of all your personality and yourself and just all of that. Because how they talk about how you become perfect and all the stuff and third, and you're sitting there singing hymns and clapping and stuff and all that nonsense. Yeah, that's not what New Earth is about, okay? And another thing I wanted to talk about, what I really wanted to talk about when I came on here was, see, what people will try and do is cut us off from fun. But you're not going to cut me off from my good times. I can tell you that right now. They try and tell you that it's not spiritual to want to have fun, or it's not, right or whatever, and that what spirituality is all about is sitting around, I don't know, like praying or sitting around, in a meditative state or something like that. But spirituality is about your spirit, and your spirit is a wild, kind of funky thing, It's something that needs stimulation in order to thrive, in order to grow. And that form of stimulation that it needs is fun and dance and creativity and just life and just, being silly and acting a complete fool. You see what I'm saying? I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. So that's what New Earth is about. Whereas heaven is about pseudo-spirituality, which is actually, now that I think about it, the exact opposite. You see what I'm saying? Because false spirituality will dampen real spirituality by sitting down and being boring all the time and, and things of that nature, and trying to silence your personality and silence everything that's different about you. All that stuff that's called spirituality will, completely water down and stamp out your real spirituality if you let it. But another thing I want to talk about is materialism. Now, there is a difference between materialism and getting what you want. I define materialism as the things that are in this earth. Now, make no mistake, you have a perfected version of the things of this earth and new earth. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. Because, see, don't let people get it twisted. You see, people will get it twisted up, and if you listen to them, they'll have you twisted up too. See, this world is not real. And what I mean by that is, it is a false copy. Beings that created this world cannot really create original things. You see what I'm saying? So everything you see here is a nonsense copy of our home, which means if you see something here that you like a particular like super awesome car or a sweet house or something like that, don't feel guilty and materialistic for wanting it, because it is a poor reflection of what you are used to. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's just, and if you seek those things in New Earth, that is completely fine by me and completely normal, because that is getting what you deserved. You see what I'm saying? Materialism isn't about just material things. Materialism to me is about being grounded to this material world. You see what I'm saying? You see the difference? It's about just subscribing to 3D laws, the material world in general. You see, it's not entirely the things of it, but it's about allowing the things of the material world to draw you away from the spiritual world. That's what I define materialism as. If you use material things to help you be in a more dreamlike state and, in a more 5D whimsical state, then I think that's a good thing. If it draws you into demanding more and, having higher expectations. You see, then in that case, materialism can be a good thing. But many people are 100% completely happy with the things this world has to offer, and they have no desire to have anything else. This world has everything they want in it. They don't want to create their own worlds or, design their own house, and that is materialism. You see, it's backwards. Materialism is defined as kind of like, wanting it all and, being self-centered or whatever, and just, being too demanding. But the reality of it is materialism oftentimes is rooted in not demanding enough, because there is not enough in the material realm, not for me anyway, So, you see what I'm saying? I hope this makes sense. So, materialism is actually not about abundance. You see what I'm saying? So, just to clarify, if you want in this new earth to have an awesome house, a really cool car, house with, a pool, a super awesome kitchen so you can, cook for your friends and stuff, that is perfectly fine. You see what I'm saying? So, you see what I mean? But if you are just so stuck in materialism in the sense that you are 100% okay with this world and you do not want anything that it doesn't have, that is what I define as materialism, okay? So I hope I made that clear. If I didn't, you can ask me some questions in the comments and I'll try and clarify it. So anyway, another thing, if you hear paper rustling, that's some notes I took. Anyway, yeah, let me think. And see, people get this, they're like, oh, well, if we're renouncing 3D, then we shouldn't take anything from it. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you want to take some things from 3D, you go right on ahead. Don't let anyone make you feel guilty, because you have certainly taken all the trauma and the crap and the complete BS from this world, okay? So why not take some good things and give it a really cool 5D spin? Why not? You see what I'm saying? Don't let people try and just saddle you down with the bad stuff and the trauma and not take anything from this world and, bring it back to 5D or, improve it. You see what I'm saying? Don't let anyone do that to you. That's nonsense. Yeah. But anyway, another thing I kind of want to talk about is, I think it is amazing that we are all finding each other during this time. There must be something going on, because I don't know about you, but up until now, I've mostly been surrounded by complete loons and just ridiculous people. So to come across all of you. It's just absolutely insane. Don't you guys think this is kind of crazy? That must mean something's going on. You know? I mean, I just think we should dwell on that a little bit because this is honestly pretty amazing. You know? But yeah. So anyway, just wanted to say that. Also, a little announcement is I might mess around and go ahead and update and upload that video I was talking to you about, the surprise video that I wasn't going to upload on YouTube. I might just go ahead and upload that on YouTube anyways. You know, I'm not going to let YouTube bully me and boss me around with this copyright nonsense. I mean, I understand it in a way because, you know, the artists, you know, want appreciation for it, and I'm willing to leave credit. But I mean, dang, I want to use the original version, and I don't see how that's just so wrong. I mean, I wouldn't mind if someone used my content in another video. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I hope you guys don't think that's wrong with me, but I don't want to make you guys have to search for this video. It's going to be super awesome, and I want you guys to have an easy way to view it. So, I know I might get a copyright strike on that, and that's fine. You get 3 strikes before you're out. So, and it's likely I won't get a strike at all since I'm not monetizing off of it. But, hopefully I'll just get a claim and that's it. But, anyways, yeah. So, let me get on off of here. And, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.